Welcome back to Fishing with Vance, the fishing channel, not trying to sell you anything. What is a beautiful morning here in mid-June here in western Pennsylvania. I got the Pelican Bass Raider. I'm back at the cabin lake. We got some nice cloud cover here this morning. I'm late to the lake. Today I'm going to experiment with a few new lures. I got some of my old ones that always work here. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so I suspect that we're going to have some pretty good stained water, but let's see what we can do on the Pelican Bass Raider today. I'm going to see how many fish I can put in the boat. This place typically does not have a lot of bigger fish, but you can usually get some numbers here. So come along. I'm going to try some new things today, and we'll see what happens. But if I can't catch them on some other lures like underspins and things like that, then we'll see if we can't catch them on what normally works here, which is this guy right here, a double tail grub. He's the go-to here if you can't catch him on anything else. Although last time I was here, that dirt worm over there did some damage. So come on along with me on the Pelican Bass Raider, and let's I'll talk through my approach as I go through and try to catch some bass. Thanks for coming along today on Fishing with Vance. Like I said, I'm a little late to the lake today. Slept in. I'm going to switch right to my sunglasses right out of the gate because we got sun coming over the horizon already. Because old man River here couldn't get out of bed. But got lots of clouds coming, so I should get plenty of time to try to catch a few fish. I see activity. Let's see if you can see that. I see a lot of activity right over there. I don't know if those are carp. There have been carp jumping around. They are spawning this time of year. But if not, a lot of times, first thing in the morning, the bass are pushed up on this particular bank. This is the deepest part of this lake here. And so I usually hit this pretty hard. So, like I was saying, the last time I was here, this worm here was just a killer. It was, it's a Fat Baby Finesse. It's rigged Mojo, and I got 3 split shot on there today from last time. The hook I like there is a Gamakatsu 58411. This is my OG setup that I used to fish pretty much exclusively at Bragg. If some of my loyal watchers know that I throw this all the time. This is a Fenwick Eagle. I don't want to run into the fountain. Fenwick Eagle, medium light, so you know, half-pound fish feels fantastic on it. And a good old-fashioned Fluke President. The older ones, not those new ones they make now that are they're terrible. I have so many Fluke reels, but I won't buy any more based on what they did to them. These are lighter. These are the original ones. This thing's bulletproof. I've had it for 10 years, and it just works. So I'm gonna start with this because they were hammering this last time, and let's see what the story is this time. If they're hitting this, I'll stick with this. Dirt. The water doesn't look as stained as I thought, but we'll see. I'm gonna throw in front of the chapel there. Last time I was here, I was pitching this up underneath the tree overhangs and along your typical spots, all the overhangs, laydowns, cover, all that kind of stuff up underneath that. The shrubs and all the trees and like I said, trees and whatnot that were on the bank over on that side of the lake, and it was effective. Now I think there's a fish here. I was looking out in the middle of the lake, and I got a little fish on here. Get me started. Take it. I saw a jump out there in the middle of the lake. I looked out there, and this little Jasper was on there. All right, little guy. Okay. All right. He's a fish. He gets the skunk off the boat, I suppose, but boy, he's a little dude. All right, buddy. And I know some of you are thinking, well, if you throw a small lure like that, you're going to catch small fish. Maybe true, but let me put a new one on. Feels like a Fat Baby Finesse kind of day. Here they are, the KVD Perfect Plastics. This is Fat Baby Finesse Dirt. So, I'm gonna have to switch colors. I don't have very many with me. It's all right. All I'm doing there is just coming down, coming right back out. Get it nice and flat, skin it. It's shallow up here. All right, so there we go. All right. Again, all I'm doing is pitching it nice and shallow, and then see if anybody's up there. See, it is, somebody was up there. See my line moving? There we go. It's a little better one here. Oh yeah, that's a good one here. Real good one for this lake, real good one. That's a good one for this lake. I know he's not a monster, but he feels great on that little, thing. There we go, right there. That's what we're here for. Bunch of these guys. Oh, it's pretty fish. Pretty fish. All right, let me shut the camera off and get him unhooked. I don't want to hurt him. So, I was able to get that out. And what you want to do there, you don't want to just pull. You want to twist and sometimes push back to get him free. There's a nice fish to start. Love it. See you, buddy. And he's gone. What I normally do there is I get that worm out of the way. So I pull it up out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. And then once you have the worm out of the way, then I could see where this part of the hook was down in the middle of his, stomach there, gut hooked. Wow. All right, that's two dirt worms going. We're gonna have to switch colors. We're gonna run out of dirt. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, and then you want to. The hook was in there like this, so I'm twisting and pushing almost back to push against. You don't want to pull that because you puncture his stomach. Puncture, the start of his stomach there. Rip that out, then he has no chance. So I don't like killing fish, so I'm not gonna keep it and eat it. And if that fish lives, number one, to get bigger. Number two, some little kid comes out here and fishes off the bank and catches them, and he's excited to catch fish. And to me, that's what it's all about. Some little kid comes out here, catches that bass a year or two from now, and then he's hooked on fishing rather than video games. Nothing against video games. I played video games too and all that, but the more young people we can attract to fishing, the better, I think. I don't know if you can see that. There's a fish too. Little guy, I missed him. Sometimes, I don't do it on purpose, but sometimes you throw your lure up on the bank, if it doesn't get hung up, jumping it off the bank is a good thing. Now there's a fish. Oh yeah. On this light tackle, man, it's fun. I'm sorry, it is. Oh, it's a good one here. Another good one. Another good one. I got him hooked good. Come on, buddy. Another good one. Oh man, love it. Oh, this is even better than the first one. You got a little shoulder on him. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so we got another example here. So I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna pull this worm up out of the way a little bit. And he's barely hooked down in there. So rather than pulling, I try to twist and push. See that worm's in the way. See how it's hooked down in there? So I want to not pull that out. You almost want to push it through. Come on, baby. You can even come from the back, the lower side, as long as you're careful around his gills, and pop it free. Come on, baby, let go. All right, partner. There we go. See you, buddy. There you go. He's out of here. That's how it works. You know, guys keep fishing. That's fine. And I'm going through my dirt worms fast here. That's okay. That's all right. But I know guys keep fish, and that's fine. It's not for me at all. Like I said, I'd rather some little kid comes out here and catches that fish later. Better yet, fish makes more fish. They don't. This lake is not stocked in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, if you harvest all the fish, it won't take long for there not to be any fish. Guys ask me all the time, what, you know, is it in season, or why don't you keep them, or stuff like that. And again, I don't like to be somebody that's judgmental on others. You know, you have every right to keep fish. But my dad told me one time something that always stuck with me. And that is, just because you have the right to do something, it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. So keep that in mind sometimes. That applies beyond fishing. Let's see if there's somebody right here. Somebody's there. Little guy, I think. Can't tell. He has it. Trying to keep my hands down so you can see what's going on. There we go. Get in here, buddy. Alright. Alright, now that time I got him in the corner of the top of the roof of his mouth. That makes it easy to get out. I like those kind. Definitely don't hurt him. And little dude. Hey, buddy. And dirt worm still doing its thing. It's a very simple rig. It works. It works. I keep seeing some swirling right over here by these trees. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yep. I kept seeing some swirling right over there by those trees. This guy's a nice fish up there. He's pulling the boat around. I'll play with him. Yeah. Yes, sir. I saw him chilling. I saw a whole bunch of bait fish jumping around in there. Right by those two logs. Get out of there. Oh, that's how it works. That was a mojo fish right there. Alright, this is a big fish for this lake. That's a good one there. Nice chubby. Oh, I barely had him. Hook fell right out. Barely had him. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. Real nice. Real nice one. He was right up in there. Real nice. That's a very decent fish. He's definitely pound and a quarter. Definitely. Alright, I'm out of dirt worms. So, leave a comment. Which one would you pick? I've got Fat Baby Finesse. This is the open, this is basically triple magic. Alright, we got purple and gold Fleck. Green, purple, and gold Fleck. Got something called Moon Juice. And we got the OG blue Fleck, Fat Baby Finesse. Which one? Leave a comment. Which one would you put on? I'm out of dirt. Which one would you put on? I am going to pick, let's try some Moon Juice. Has some green, a little bit of blue in it. All right, I finally hooked one on Moon Juice here. He already jumped a couple times. Get in here, buddy. There's a Moon Juice. Classic hook set right in the top of the mouth. He wasn't going anywhere. Moon Juice. He's nothing to write home about. It's fun. Alright. Moon Juice. Sometimes if you put the hook right back where it came out, you can preserve the worm. Pull that up. Stick it right back in the same. I'll fix my knot there. There we go. And stick it right back where it was. You can kind of, you know, prolong your worm a little longer. If you go ripping it out, you got to go with a new one. All right, Moon Juice on the board. Uh-oh. Moon Juice again. Oh, he spit it. He spit it. I'm gonna shut the camera off. This guy hit it. A little better fish too. Easy, partner. All right. A little better fish. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. We don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that. A little better fish. What's on him there? Nothing. All right, you hit the Moon Juice. Another little guy. See you, partner. All right, Moon Juice is doing okay. All right, guys, it's gotten very quiet. I hope it's not going to rain on me. Put Moon Juice on the bench. I brought in the old guy, the blue Fleck. Better check my radar. I don't feel like getting wet. That's for sure. But let's throw this purple on and see if we can't break the string. I haven't caught a fish in a while. All right, guys, as soon as I put the purple on, I did catch a fish, and I was reeling it in, the camera cut out. So, he hit it on the move, and the purple broke the string, but you guys would never know it because my battery's cut out right at the time when I was catching that fish. But that's the way she goes. Life of a YouTuber. I'm back to the same thing. I'm back to trying to pitch it up underneath cover. And there's a hit. I don't know if it's a good fish or not, but nah. And he's running at the boat with it. A little Jasper. Little dude hanging out up there. Where's your big brothers? Mojo Rig with the Fat Baby Finesse. Give it a shot. You'll like it. Yeah, put a Fluke on here. Yeah, one better fish. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. The Mojo Rig worked for me today. Caught about a dozen of these little guys on light tackle. It was a lot of fun. I think the radar shows I'm going to get rained on, so I'm probably going to get out of here. So I appreciate you watching. Hit like, subscribe, comment. That would be great if anybody would comment. I get about 3 comments per video. But give me a comment, a thumbs up, anything like that, so that more people see the video and it keeps me motivated to keep making them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Try the Mojo Rig. It worked for me on the Pelican Bass Raider today. So thanks for coming along. I better get out of here before it's going to rain. I'll see you next time on Fishing with Vance.